Hi, this is Bonnie McDowell of the BEST team, the Earth Stewards Today, of the Forest Grove United Church of Christ. I'd like to offer you a brief tutorial of things that you may not know about recycling. Please keep in mind that this is not all-inclusive and it keeps changing, so hang on, let's go. The first image talks about plastics because those tend to be the most confusing. Before we need to look at numbers on plastics, we want to look at the shape. Is it a jug, a jar, a tub, or a soft plastic? If it's a jug or a jar, doesn't matter what number it is. If it's 6 ounces or larger, it can go in your curbside bin. If it's smaller than 6 ounces, then you do need to look at the number, and we'll talk about those later. Is it a tub? Tubs are round with a little lip on them. If it's smaller than 5 gallons, it goes in your curbside bin. If it's larger than 5 gallons, again, we need to look at the number, and we'll look at that later. Is it a soft plastic? Does it stretch? Can you put your thumb through it and have it stretch rather than break or not go anywhere? If it's stretchy, it can go to Safeway, Fred Meyer, a lot of places take those. If it's crinkly, doesn't stretch and kind of wants to rip, then it goes in the trash. If it's none of these, then you do need to look at the number. So now we'll look at those. Numbers 1, 3, 7, and no numbers are going to be generally trash. Number 2s, 4s, and 5s, you can save up and take to an event. And we'll get to events on the next page. You can see that also a few other things go in with 2s, 4s, and 5s that may not have numbers. Number 6s can be either expanded polystyrene, which is block styrofoam, or unexpanded, like utensils, sauce cups, etc. The block styrofoam is not the squishy stuff. It's not the stuff that has plastic attached to it. It's just the plain, straight block styrofoam, the hard stuff. That can go to Agilex in Tigard. They're open 24/7. You need to sort, but it's very easy. Or you can bring it to the church when we have an event. But we don't want to advertise that too much because we're happy to just take recycling from our church members, not from other community people. Other items, packing materials, can go to UPS usually, or again, we take those at a church event when we have them. 10-cent bottles and cans can go in those blue plastic bags, and if you use the ones from our church, then you can bring it back to the church for Christy to recycle for the youth, or you can take it directly to Bottle Drop and have the money go to the youth. The cool thing about taking bottles and cans to Bottle Drop is that the bottles, you can leave the caps on. So that's kind of a nice feature. Our second image is some resources for you. So you should be able to find most of your answers on this page. First, we'll look at the commingled curbside bin. Things you may not know about that are that they would like the aluminum foil to be wadded up. Juice boxes and other aseptic containers are okay. Glass goes in a separate bin, and they pretty much just want jars and bottles. They don't want light bulbs, window glass, vases, drinking glasses, anything like that. The green waste bin, you can put your pizza boxes in there, napkins, paper towels, all those can go in. They don't want dirt and they don't want facial tissue. Okay, now we're to the event that we talked about earlier. James Neighborhood Recycling puts on events around the Portland area, different dates, different locations. You can look on their website to see when the next one is. You take your recycling to them. It needs to be sorted. They charge $3 per grocery bag. And they usually take 2s, 4s, 5s, and 6s, and the screw-type bottle caps and prescription bottles. But you can look on their website and see what they're taking at that time. PlanetCon does the same sort of thing, but right now there is not a PlanetCon scheduled. Hoping that they come back. Some other things you can do, you can like James Neighborhood Recycling on Facebook. You can join Zero Waste PDX on Facebook. They often have lots of really good ideas, lots of sharing. It's a great one to join. You can join Forest Grove Greens on Facebook. Here's the website for Agilex. So if you have questions about what can recycle there, you can look there. Here's an interesting one, ridwell.com. You pay a fee, I think it's every month. You have a box at your door, and they pick up items every 2 weeks. They let you know what they're taking, and sometimes they change some of the things they take. They currently don't come to Forest Grove, but if you go onto their website and tell them that you would like service, maybe they will eventually. Or maybe you can find somebody in Portland that you can share a box with. Trash. Anything with mixed materials is going to be trash. We talked about 1s, 7s, and 3s. Also freezer and refrigerator cardboard, like the cardboard that, say, your frozen waffles come in. That, unfortunately, is trash. Sorry. Paper coffee cups and plates have a coating on them. They're trash. The crinkly plastic bags and receipt paper. They don't want that in the recycling. So if in doubt, throw it out. It's much better. I know it's hard. No wish cycling here. So if this doesn't answer all your questions, please let me know, and I'd be happy to try to help. So happy recycling, and see you later. Bye.